And I was thinking, why are these people doing all these things? I mean, it's been quiet lately. I have some ideas about why it's been so quiet. They've been really busy doing, well, actually, they were kind of at a standstill, the next door renovation thing. And and then they started again. Now they're putting cement in the back driveway or do something. I don't know. They were like drilling or something all day long, and hammering and just I don't know. But that the hammering was like somewhere down further, the next house down or further. I don't know. It echoes around here, but I was thinking, why are these people so nutty? They're just like a nut group, is what I was thinking. That they think that the that climate change is happening, and they need to get territory and have an enclave here where they can live in peace and worship at their church and drive out the heathen evil ones that I mean I'm thinking they think that's what I am, and so that we'll have shelter and we can all live together like the way we are, because we are the ones that are the ones. Something like that, we have to. And so, by whatever means, we got to take over this area and have it just us, nobody else. Nobody else can be here. So we'll be a country unto ourselves. Um, so that's just a little idea I was playing around with. Because I just cannot figure out how people go collectively nuts, to attack one person. They must have an aim. There must be some reason that they want to get control of something, and I'm standing in the way of that in their brains, possibly in the way they think, and which is so messed up that they really can't be convinced of anything other than their rightness. That's what I'm thinking, maybe for the moment. I don't know. It's just something I was thinking of. But it has been really quiet, and I'm thinking maybe they're worried that somebody's on to them that is able to, that is in a position to do something about this that's going on in their city, in this city that I don't know. It's how it's gone under the radar for this long. I really don't know, unless people are enabling it that are in some kind of prominent positions in this city. And it's just so, and they're just taking over. They're just trying to take over, I guess. I don't know. It's just so weird. But it's quiet. It's quiet here. But my phone, gosh, so frustrating. I've just been playing around with it, trying to fix it, and I don't know if I'm making it worse or they've gotten control of it or something, but I can't get onto any links. I can't do that. It's just so slow. Sometimes it'll take forever. Sometimes I can get onto a link, but I don't know how I did it, because it just takes so long. If I wait long enough, maybe it will get on the link that I'm searching for, but uh, it won't allow me to do it. Like when I get on my email, and it just won't. When it says to hit a link, it won't. It will just not load. It just, I don't know how to explain it, but that's what's happening lately. So, and then I'll go outside, and these people are playing on their phones and looking over here, like they're trying to get control, because it's still the same thing, with the protection that I have on the two apps, that I don't know how, if they have some control or if they're trying to get on completely. But and I mean, it's on my TV too. When I'm on YouTube, I will if I want to watch something, I'll click on a tarot that I want to watch, and it's like it's already been seen, or it'll on this, and so I don't know, it's hard to explain because I don't know what I'm talking about really. I just don't, whether this kind of stuff happens constantly. Is this just normal? But it never used to be, So it's really frustrating that these people are really trying to get control again. So I just have a feeling that has something to do with why they've stopped construction, because they want to be able to be sure that they can watch me, So, because that's their thing. They like to watch. They like to watch me. It's so weird. And then another thing that I've thought is that these are like military and police and like government type entities, or people that maybe have seen a little too much combat or something like that, and they're kind of broken people, and I don't know, I still don't know if the dog thing is real or not, or if they have some sort of program where they watch me, but they also have these devices. They have devices, that they can make, I don't know what it is, control the energy or something around, like especially when I'm sleeping, like the pounding. They've stopped that, and I'm sure it's temporary because they've been doing it for months now, where they have that pounding, and then it just stopped, and sometimes I think I can hear it very quietly. It's either next door here or across the alley, where they have this, whatever it is that they have set up, that they're able to do this. And it's really hard to explain, and that might explain why they have not been caught yet, because they this is something that's not readily seen, just by the casual eye, but unless you're somebody that has lived this, which I don't know what else to say about it other than these people are part of some program that it serves no purpose maybe other than to keep them from going completely off the rails. Because these people are so I don't know. It's just, these are all things I've thought of, that why these people would attack me so relentlessly. That, because I I don't know, because I know things, maybe because, God has gifted me with some insights. I mean, I get insights about people. I don't know how to explain it. And maybe they think it's evil or something. But I believe in God. I mean, I have my faith is everything to me. I believe in God. And so I don't know if they do, because I've seen some real dark things here. So I don't know if they're like they believe in the black magic, the black, and I don't do magic. That's not what I do. I don't do magic. I'm just intuitive. So I don't know if people try to take advantage of me because I seem like I'm such a vulnerable person, and and I'm a nice person, so they take my kindness for weakness, and it just isn't so. I mean, I'm not. I was that type of person that I would just try to always bend over backwards for anybody, and I just, but I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. And they want to try to put me back in my box, that the constricted way of life I had before suited them very well. And it just is not going to work. They keep trying, but it just doesn't work. And so I don't know if I could try to put this into a clear way of speaking about all this. I keep praying that this will all end, that this type of thing just won't go on any longer, that it won't have such a hold, especially, it breaks my heart. It really does, to see young people signing on to this type of thing because they think it's cool. You know how kids are. They latch on to things that they think will give them power, and they're used terribly in the process. But I just get the strangest looks from people all the time, and it's like I'm used to it, but it just still amazes me how people I don't know, people look at me as if I'm some strange object that they don't trust, and they've never seen before. They don't trust it, so they have to, that's not us. So I don't know if I'm even making sense right now. It's just that I've always been searching for answers to why this would happen, why my life went this way. I'm ready to fly now because I feel like God has blessed me with a new life. My whole self is different now. And it's because I put all of those people behind me that just don't fit in my life anymore, because they weren't willing to accept me. They weren't willing to accept me when I was just going along with their plan, their life plan for me. And they certainly don't accept me now that I've grown into a better person. I'm a much better person than I used to be. But I've always been really good to the people I loved. I always was. I always thought of them. And they just never reciprocated. They think they did, but they never did. If they were ever honest with themselves, which I don't think they ever will be, they would think differently about things and start to, instead of pointing fingers, instead of using me as their emotion pit, the pit to throw all their, bad emotions into, to put it all on me because I can handle it, is wrong. And although they knew that on a level, it was just so convenient, so great to have somebody to dump all their bad feelings on to feel better than. So it's not going to happen any longer. I know that this is probably not something I should be this honest about, because people don't like it. They say it's not right. It's not, they want to label me as whatever can put me down, whatever can stop me. That's what they're going to label me with. But they're just going to block this. See, that's why they're working so hard, because they want to block this. That's why I don't get hardly any views, Who knows? Maybe I'm getting all kinds of views and stuff, and I just don't know it. Maybe nobody sees this. It's possible, I guess, but I don't think so. I think people just run across it. There's a lot of people in this world, and they would run across this. And there are people that would be interested in, and they might just be going through the same situation that I've been in. I mean, practically all my life. Where I've been othered my whole life. So maybe it helps that there's a way out of this. It's not fun, but at least you have yourself. At least you have God. Well, I do. At least I have God. At least I have myself. And I feel good about that. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the way I live or what I believe. And so I don't know what these people's reasoning is, but they all seem to have a philosophy. They all seem to be real sure about what they're doing. But they know they're doing wrong and they know they're committing crimes. So I'm just hoping that somebody will catch them. Because I am trying. I'm trying, but I'm just one person. So I'm thinking there's got to be more of us. There has to be more. Or people that at least have some sort of integrity, that are willing to look at a situation that is serious. It's very serious because it deals with our freedom in this country. It deals with these people are gang stalking me and nobody's doing anything about it. And when I ask for help, it just isn't heard. They just say that unless I have proof, unless they're doing something overt, then it's just not going to stop. They are doing something that has to do with my devices, my TV and my computer and my phone, and but they're not equipped to help me with that. And I'm really not equipped to help myself in that area. So I try, though. I do the best I can, and I think I've thwarted them a few times. And then I've messed up my own phone a few times. So that may be what's happening now. I don't know. It just is. That's why I felt like I had to get on here, because I was just frustrated with all this stuff that I don't really want anymore. I just want it to be over. So I'm waiting. It's up to God. It's up to God to decide. It's His will that will untangle all this and separate out what's right and what's wrong about this. And I think it'll be a really great outcome. It really will. I'm optimistic about that. That's what I've been waiting for. I just wait. and I watch. I wait and I watch them right back. What else is there to do? They make themselves known. They slam a door, or they yell down the street, or they walk their dogs, or they I don't know. All kinds of stuff that they do. It's all kinds of things, and then I'll forget that they did something and fall into the trap of having the same reaction every time, if they upset me. I may even say the same words again, like it's prompts. Prompts. That they say, and then I'll just give my little spiel right back to them. And then afterwards I'll think, I guess I've done that before. I've already done that before. And so I think that's part of like their little program that they have. It's a military thing, I think. Government thing, where it's testing and control. We want to see if we can control a mind. If that mind is weak, what can we do to control that mind? It's useful. It'll be useful in war or something, or in politics. I don't know. It just is. I think they've got a hard case with me, though. I think so. They really don't know what I am. And they don't need to know. I'm not telling them. I won't. They don't need to know anything about me. And they don't.